this is, remember, email notification, this one, import and export goal library we have seen.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the mainly used. We will be not going into the chart setting, but goal management feature setting, manage initiatives, manage template, transfer goal. This we will cover up in the today's class.
Okay.
So this import and export goal, last class we have seen the CSV with the help of downloading and how we have to do. Yeah, that also we will try to cover up in the today's session. Okay, it is a blank template and how we have created the goal here in the system by going to the library and going to this category. The same way we will be going into the CSV file and we will try to import. That is the beta code.
Okay.
So I'm just going here. So see, all these features are coming because the first and basic thing is that we have to enable this module from the provisioning system. The first and most important instance system, it is coming because we have enabled it in the provisioning system. If you have not enabled it in the provisioning system, it won't be coming. Goal management will not be coming. Okay. So first and foremost thing is that whatever module you are doing the implementation or support for your customer, that has to be enabled from the backend system. Then only it will be reflecting in the front end system. Okay. Then the second part is the RBP part. That is the role-based permission. You have to give the necessary permission. When you give the permission, then only these all features will be coming under the goal management. Okay. Got it? So I am getting this feature because I have this permissions enabled. How can I see? If I go and duplicate the screen here, and if I go to manage permission role, if I go to manage permission role, if I go to the system admin, if I go to the permissions here, in this you can see the goals. So all these permissions, you are giving these permissions here. Okay. When you are giving these permissions here, all these goals, then it will be reflecting here. Got it? So you are giving this permission to which role you are giving to this role. Okay, because this role is assigned to me. So whenever you want to see give a permission, first of all you want to see which user you want to, and you have to see in that user what is the role which you want to. Okay, which role is connected to this user. So go to that role and just go and see the permission. Okay, then it will be reflecting. This we have earlier discussed in the employee section, RBP part. So these features are reflecting here under the goal management. So import and export, last class we have done. Goal management feature set. This is another tool which we use this tool. Okay, so there are certain features which is already there. Okay, so these are certain features enabling the goal management, access permission, goal import, okay, group goal, team goals, okay, enabling initiatives. Okay, so all these functionalities when you are enabling, then it will be reflecting when you are, if you remember, we have done that cascading the goal. Okay, cascading, you created a goal to a manager, and after that to the direct reportee, you are pushing and pulling that goal to the another user. Manager is assigning it. So how it is being done to the cascades. Similarly, we have this just the log goal import is there, group goals are there, team goals are there. Okay. So when you are enabling it, automatically it will be reflecting in their profile. So from there you can able to. So in case if that particular functionality is not reflecting there, then you may have to come and see here the goal management feature set. Okay, this is been done, but how it is coming here? Because the reason is that you have enabled this thing from the provisioning system. When you enable this thing from the provisioning system, it will be reflecting in the front end, and then you have to give the necessary permissions, RBP permissions, to view as a user. Okay, that is one part is there. Then again, if I go back into the admin center, then you have manage initiatives. Okay, it is moreover a theoretical part. So manage initiative is something like creating some groups, creating a group goal, and you can able to create a group goal and assign that goal to the what you call uh, directly. So let me proxy it. I'm not sure. I don't know if this user have the permission or not, but let's try it. It's something creating a group goal. So I'm just creating a group goal. Something like and okay. Okay, so I had created a group. Now I just want to share this particular group to a user. So assign to some user. So I can click on here. Okay. So assign or share. So sharing I am just using this one. So it has been specified that this group has been assigned to two users. So generally the purpose is that it's generally creating the group and it is generally on a real-time basis. We are rarely using this initiative part, but you should know. Sometimes some customer says you want to have a particular group, how you are creating certain RBP groups and everything. If you want to create some group or something under goal management, you can need to go with the help of the manage initiative. That is the only. Okay. See, you can able to see that is the thing because when we have two implementations. with two customers, and they have not even in fact used this manage initiative tool. Okay, but
Mm-hmm.
initially during the training process, we have got this learning process that if if it's how you are creating an RBP group, you are creating an RBP group by name for a country specific, location specific, or job code specific or something, and you are creating a group, and in that group these sort of users are there. Okay, so after that, those sort of users you can able to assign certain goals, and they will be sharing those under that. On a real-time basis, we have not used it, so practically I cannot able to explain on a practical level how the functionality works. But this is one of the tool which is coming under the goal management, that is management. Okay,
Okay.
this. Then you have manage template. So manage template, you know, when you go into the manage template, how we have created the goal template. You are going into the same only. So now we have created the goal template where we are seeing the two goals template which
Mm.
we are seeing. So that we are going to this particular tools manage template. Okay. So after completing this goal plan, again we will go to the manage template and go into the performance template. Okay. How
Yeah.
we have created the goal template, the second level will be the performance template. Then after the import export manage initiative manage template, then you have the transfer group between the users. So transfer goal is something like suppose if I am the manager, if I am the manager something, I am just elevating to another level, and I am just I whatever the goal was assigned created for me for the next financial year, I have to transfer to the another user totally. So how I will do it? Uh, First of all, I have to go to the this one goal transfer. Okay, which is from
Mm-hmm.
the admin side. But after going here, we'll find transfer from employee, transfer to employee. Okay, transfer from employee. Suppose if I am just selecting uh, our
Is
user
it the
was
whole goal template?
exactly the whole goals which we have created. Suppose now we have created four categories. You remember
Okay.
under the four
So,
categories we have created two goals.
yeah.
So all the means four categories, two goals means all the eight goals. All the eight goals will be moving to the another. Getting my point.
For
Actually,
this way.
when actually, this is not the best practice. But whenever we are creating a new user with the help of UDF, so at that time there is an option to transfer the documents from the old manager to the new manager. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever the documents or whatever the goals are there, that will be automatically actually get transferred.
Yeah.
Okay. So just a bit. I'm in the proxy right. Oh, I'm in the proxy. Let me I will go to admin center, and again I will go to the transfer goal between users, and here I will go to the find user. Click on MS. reflecting here. And I want to transfer support. I won't be transferring because we have to use this for the performance management also. But I'm just showing you the process. And here under in the direct report you have Jordan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jordan. So I'm just selecting Jordan. Now I'm just selecting the find tool. So if you see here, what are the goals which we have created? Okay, the new skill certification. If I go again back into the Excel, new skill certification, it is being created under the category technical knowledge. But here it is showing as this one. Okay, new category. Okay. Then you have customer repurchase and customer satisfaction. It is coming under goals. You have customer satisfaction, customer repurchase, customer service. Okay, under coming under the goals. Okay, so like that, what are the goals which you want to transfer? You can able to select it and transfer those goals to this particular new user. So totally it will be transferring. There won't be a copy left with the existing user. Got it? Understood? So if you click on the transfer, the entire thing will be moved. It is something like a cut and paste. It is not like a copy paste. It is something like a cut and paste. Okay.
Okay.
So because we have to use this goal for our performance management also. So I'm not transferring it. Okay, because we have one user, only one user, which we created the goal. Okay. So again I go back into the admin center. Here. So in this way you can able to transfer the goal between users with the help of this uh, this process. Okay. Now you have another option, that is beta goal in. Okay, which I just told. Okay, so we have this. So I'm just clicking on the beta goal. Okay, when you click on the beta goal import, it will show us this particular screen. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so for this particular screen, what is our goal? We have to choose our template.
Yeah. The down
Our template
HCSB.
is this
Yeah.
one. This one. Okay. So how we have created the goal? How we have created the goal with the add new goal library. Same way we have to create the goal in the CSV form. Okay. So first of
Mm-hmm.
all, we will download it. I chosen it. I will download it. Generate. So I will just copy this. Paste it here. I will just rename it. Date here. Okay. And I will open this particular document. It will be showing as blank. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you can able to see our goal here, goal name, which will be showing here. Okay. Then you have the date here. Okay. Then you have certain types, actions, IDs, sub IDs. Okay. All these things will be there. filter username, filter manager, then you have filter division, depart job code. Okay, up to here, moreover, we are not focusing. Okay, up to here. Okay, this is not that much important. We will fill up the type, fill up the action, fill up the GUID. Okay, we give a GUID. Then we will fill up the username. Then we will, from here onwards, we are not using anything. Then we will go to the objective. Okay, objective. We have to specify the category, right? Category. Then parent ID we will not be using. Parent ID. Objective public. Then you have objective name. Then you have objective metrics. Then you have objective start date. Then you have objective due date. Then you have objective done. Then you have objective weight. Weight means how much percentage we have taken, 5%. Status, okay, on track completed, and then we have certain these milestones and everything. Okay. These are the CSV files which we could take in it. Okay. So in my previous batch, we have already used one file. We will go and refer that also. So let me, so here I will just add another I have created some in my other batches also. I will use that particular. So objective, I will be choosing the objective here. The type is objective. So I will be choosing the same thing here. Objective. That is objective. Then action. When you are going and clicking on the action, okay, you have to. We have a type of action that is, are you adding a new goal, or you are deleting a goal, or you are updating the goal. So we have the three type of action. So what we are doing here, we are adding the goal. Okay. The same thing which we have mentioned here. Okay. Adding the goal, and then for the GUID, you can able to take the GUID. I'm taking 01. Okay. The GUID, I'm taking 01. You can able to take according to your. It is not mandatory any standard functionality which you have to take. Then you have to take the filter name, filter username. Okay. So I have to get the username. From where I will get the username? I have to go here. This one was the username, right? Ahmad Van. Because when I duplicate the screen, when I proceed, let me show you. When I proceed Ahmad Van, you can see here in the bracket, this is the username. whatever this is coming in the bracket, this is the username. Got it?
Username. Okay. Yeah.
Whenever you want to take a username, it is a short trick. Rather going into the profile and seeing in the employee profile, you can see whatever is coming in the bracket, that is the user. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
here I need to take the user. So what I will do, I can able to copy this, and where is my sheet? This one I can able to take. Okay. And okay. Then objective. Okay. We will directly go into the objective. So objective, let me go here. Initially we have taken two objectives only. The third objective we have discussed that 5% we will go with the CSV. 45% weightage we will be going with this uh, all categories, and 5% we will go with the CSV form.
CSV.
So this is the fourth method which we are doing. So we will take this something as an internal training. So let me type here. There it is. Objective internal training. Then parent, objective parent, I'm not taking objective name. So objective category, sorry, objective category, I should, objective name I should take as this one. How should I know what is this objective category? When I go back into the system, you can see here this new skill and certificates, right? This new skill and certificate. It was coming
Yeah.
under technology, technical knowledge. It is showing here the category as new category, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have to choose here as this one. We have to copy this, okay? And we have to come down here and we have to paste it. Okay. This is the objective category. Objective name. Acha, objective public. 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 If you want to have private, then you have to select no. You have to select public. You have to select yes. So I will go with Y. Yes for Y, N for no. Okay. That is the case sensitive. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then you have objective name and objective metrics. When you go back here, objective name, goal name. Objective means goal name, right?
Yep.
Goal name, internal training. What is the metrics? Uh, okay. Completed or not completed. Let's click that. So let's go here. So here we will take internal training. We will take a complete. Let's take complete. Then you have objective start date. Start date we have taken 1st April 2021, if you remember.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So first will come as month, then will come as this one, day, and then will come as this. Let me see if it is coming in correct format or not. It is coming correct. Similarly, objective due date. Objective due date. Due date, just a minute. This one we have taken. here we will take as this one. Objective done. Objective done, what we have taken here. Done means what is the how much percentage it is being completed. It's showing. So let's take this something as 80%. So let's take 85%, and weightage is showing 5%. Objective status is on track, and I'm not taking anything further. So I'm just saving. So let me go back into the sheet and let me open if it's saved or not. Okay, it's saved. Okay, so we are just closing it, and I will again go back into the our section, this one, and we will go and choose the file. The file again, section October 27 system schedule their job. You will receive an email later. Okay, so there is a notification also which is connected. So we will go and see. So I will just duplicate this screen, and I will refresh it once. And I will go to the proxy. I will go to the goal to see that the particular goal is being added or not. It may take some time, sometimes it will reflect immediately, but this is the process which we are doing with the help of beta. It takes some time because another thing we have to get it here. Meanwhile, it is getting updated. We will go and see the another topic. In this was the fourth method which we have been able to create a goal. with the help of CSV. And again, going back. So, uh, when we have created some goals, we have created the goals, categories, and edit field. Those we have done it from the front-end system, that is from the instance system. Okay. So,
Mm-hmm.
couple of actions which we have done from the instance system, and couple of actions for the goal management. We have to do it from the XML. That is from the provisioning system. We have to download the goal, and we have to open the particular XML. Okay. So I have some goal XML document screenshot. So initially for the goal management XML section, we have this name, instructions, categories, and the field definition. These four parts we have done it from the front end system. If you remember, when we started up with creating the goal, we have created the goal with the name, instruction, categories, and the field definition. Okay. The remaining four parts, that is the action. Okay. So permissions. So in the permissions, suppose we have certain type of roles, right? In the SAP SuccessFactors system, they are the standard roles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like employees there, we call as E, EM, EMM, okay? E, E for employee, EM for employees manager, okay? EMM is for employees managers manager, okay? So these are
Okay.
certain roles which we have to assign it. We have to give the permission from the XML, okay? Now, if you remember, I went here, I proxied here as a manager. I went to that particular user, and manager can create a goal for the user, right? Why manager can create a goal for the user? Because manager has the particular permission access. How that permission access he has got? From the XML. Okay. So this provisioning access, we don't have that particular access here in the training. I will try to take some PDF document, some screenshot, so that with the help of XML, I can show you the XMLs. In the XML, already there are predefined permission which is already given to E, EM. Okay, if you want to add the same permission to the manager's manager. Okay, now this Ahmed Van can able to create a goal for whom? For Jordan. Now Jordan's manager is who? Alex, right? Manager's manager is Alex for Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
So if Alex want to create a goal for the Jordan, and if you don't have the right, okay, how you will know the particular role has a right or not? When you go to the manager's manager, this particular button should show, add button. If this button is not showing in the manager's manager, it shows that the manager's manager does not have the permission. Okay, to
Okay.
give that permission, in that case we have to go to the XML. In the XML, when you go and see, when you download the XML and when you open the XML, we can see the permission is limited to employee and manager only, E and EM. Okay, so we need to give that permission, similar permission to EMM also. Okay, I have the
Mm-hmm.
document. I will share that document in the coming class also. I will show you. Let me arrange that what you call XML, so that I can able to show you that how we are giving. So those permissions we can able to give. What are the action means? We have seen action means add, update, delete, right? So these are action. So if you want to add something, or if you want to delete something, or if you want to update something, that action permission you can. Field permission means what? Field permission is something where uh, field permission means, how should I explain to you? Uh, we have a field by name. you can able to take. Field permission means this one. Let me take this. Uh, these are the fields: start date, due date, percentage complete, status, metrics. These are the fields. If you remember, these fields we have created when we went to manage template. If you remember,
Mm-hmm.
when we went to SCL basic goal, we created this SCL basic goal plan, and we went there. We have created 4 categories, this customer service categories. Okay, under this customer categories, we have the fields also. Do you remember, or should I go back and again show you one? Do you
I
remember?
think, yeah.
Uh, See, we went to the manage template. We, we created this particular goal template, this particular template. For
Mm.
creating this particular template, uh, the uh, all the categories were totally blank. We have created the categories. No, you are not understanding. Let me see. If I go to manage template, if I go to manage template, if I went to the goal here, if I went to HRCL basic goal which we have created, do you remember this categories which we created?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Below this category, you can see these fields. These are the fields. Some fields we have created.
Okay.
Okay. So these fields, when you go here into this, okay, where it is, I removed that. When we go to that particular Ahmed van and when we see that particular fields here, you can see these fields here coming here. When I'm just
Mm.
going as a Ahmed van, so this Ahmed van, if he want to get that field permission, okay, field permission. What are the field permission? Those permissions we have to give it in the XML. What field he can able to view, what field he can able, is not able to view. Okay,
Okay.
that is also who is Ahmed Van. System won't understand by the name. System will understand with the help of role. So
Okay.
Ahmed Van is a employee or a manager. If a manager, then the manager will be denoted by EM role. I will also share you the document in the coming class. So EM is the role. So there are various roles are there. EM, EMM. Okay. So EM is employees manager. Managers manager means there in the XML we will need to give EMM. So it indicates that you are giving the field permission to EMM, that is managers manager. Okay. So
Yeah.
here we have the action permission. Action permission means you are adding something, you are deleting something, you are updating something. Those are the actions. Okay. And these actions to which role you are giving, that role you have to specify in the XML. Okay. Then
Okay.
field permission. Field permission again it also depend upon the role. Which role you are giving. Field permission you are giving to the EM, EMM, like that. Okay. So in the coming class, I will show you the entire list of the role, and I will also try to take the XML also, if possible, so that these 2 points you will have a much clarity.
Okay.
Assigning the roles to the users, we can show in the XML, but the XML I can only show you the screenshot because I don't have the editable XML. Let me
Okay.
arrange some, or else I can able to. I have on my official laptop. Let me check to download that particular customers what you call XML, and then I can able to show you there how.
Okay.
After doing the changes, you have to save it in the system. Then you have to re-import from the provisioning. Once you re-import, the same changes will be reflecting in the front end. Earlier, the
Okay.
permission was not there. Now, when you go to the proxy to that manager or manager's manager, you can see that changes will be there. Okay. So
Okay.
let me try to look up some possibilities for that XML. Okay. So you just
So,
scroll down. You just scroll down. Let me check.
switch back to one admin.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. It shows now. Yeah. Yeah.
This one. This one.
Yeah. Yeah. I got it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
See, some people are comfortable with the next generation also, but we are using the old one only. So our eyes are more comfortable with this particular screen. That is the thing.
Yes.
So that is the thing. So here, see, here we can only have the option of downloading the XML for this corporate data model. But for the goal management, the XML is still there in the backend system only, from the provisioning only. Otherwise, I would have shown you. Let me arrange the XML also, so that
Okay.
we can able to go and see. See, action means what are the like you are adding something, or you are updating something, or you are deleting something. So those are the actions. Field field level means field permissions means in that particular which I shown you, you are giving the particular role the certain permissions which you are showing there, like metrics, start date, due date, percentage, weight, okay, milestone, okay. So that
Yeah.
permissions, field level permission, you are giving to a particular role, okay. So
Uh-huh.
when you see the XML, you will have a very much clarity on it, but while saying it uh, won't be something like a dicey something. 60% you maybe understand, 40% you may be in some confusion. But let me arrange it. And the another part is plan layout. Plan layout means order and width. Okay. Plan layout, order and width means when you are seeing the when I proxy this particular when I just went here, when I open a user and when I go to that particular goal, between one between one rows or between one column there is some distance in there. So how you are aligning those distance, that is something like specifies here as an order and the width. So when I go here, this one, you can see visibility goal
Yeah.
name from goal name to metrics to start date at this, you can able to see the distance. How this order means this one, the sequence.
Yeah.
Okay, width means between each and every content you will have certain vertical distance. So how this is being aligned, that you can able to go and particularly do it from the XML. Okay, that is about plan layout. Okay,
Okay.
Then you have the form layout. Form layout. Form layout means, see, when you are downloading a particular form in the PDF format, then when you are this performance management form, there are certain what you call labels are there, like the rating scale
Yeah,
or
yeah, I
certain
understand. It's like a web form.
which, no. If you want to hide that, okay, if you want to hide that, because when you are taking a printout, you don't want the other users or anybody should see what is the rating or something which has been given exactly to them. Okay, so if
Uh-huh.
you want to do those actions, then you can go and do it from the form layout, clear form. Okay, for the
Okay.
fields. Okay, so that also, if possible, I will show you if I can arrange some XML so that I can have it. You can have this yellow coded. All the four I can able to show you. But the action field are the most important thing, which on implementation side also, as well as on the support side also, you will be doing. Okay, action and the field permission. Okay, and this is something like we are, if we want to hide something. So in employee central we call as a masking. Okay, masking some field so that the actual value should not reflect there. Okay, you are masking, you are hiding something. Okay, so that part you can able to go with the form layout. Okay, so these are starting uh, name to field definition. We are doing it from the instance, and these are uh, not mandatory. Permissions to PDF layout are not mandatory. But in case if it is required for the goal management, they have options in the XML. These four activities you can do it from the XML. Okay,
Yeah.
got it? So here we comes to the end of the goal management, and uh, the next class we will start up with the performance management. Again, we go into the performance management like that, the managed template, the performance management. We try to see first of all any sample template, and then we create our template. We have already created the rating scale, route map, and we have already created the goal template also. We have assigned it, and we will try to see certain permissions and certain tools are there, and there we will go and see how we can able to go and create it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Any doubt till here?
No.
Okay. So similarly, how we have created the whole template. Similarly, from the managed template only, we will be going and creating the performance.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So up to here, we have done certain goal activities. This was the most important part. Okay? Because
Yeah.
this is something like a foundation. So once this has been done, the goal plan, rating scale, route map, and everything, then we have to go and we have to choose our performance. We have to create our performance. Okay. This section onwards, we will complete in the next two classes. We'll try to complete. Lot of things are there in the performance. We'll try to explore it. And once the performance is completed, then we have left with in the performance management only the competencies also will come. Okay.
Okay.
Competencies also, if you go and see, let me go and take any. Let me open in the general setting here. You go here. Here you can see core values and role specific.
Yeah.
So core value something like um, what call it's it's something like soft skill. You can able to assume something like a soft skill as per the company culture and everything. the ethics, how you have to follow the company's vertical vision and mission. All these things are coming under the core value. Role specific competencies means the competencies which we need to create. So we can able to create the competencies on a standard basis also, or also on the custom basis. So that we will see. So there only we will be going and creating the job what we call job family, job code, job role, and then assigning the job code to the job role and everything. And then that will be reflecting under the role specific competency. Okay. So this
Yep.
we are all doing it under the template. Once our template is been ready, before creating the template, we have to assign certain things. We have created a route map. We have to assign our route map also. We will be having our route map also, no? Some SQL or something we have
Yeah.
created or something. Okay, so you can see here this one. Okay, so we have to assign our route map. Then you have to assign our rating scale. Our rating scale also will be there somewhere. We have created initially. Okay. That rating scale we have to assign here. Then after that, you have to go to the edit field, and here you can see the goal. These first two sections are simple. Employee information, you will be giving some instructions. Okay. Review date. Review date, you can able to specify. Okay. Then you will go to the goal. The goal part is the most important. Okay. Goal part is the most important. So in the goal, you have to choose your goal. Okay. This one. What was our goal? This was our goal. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So initially that is the thing we have done the goal management. Means rating scale, route map, and the goal template. After creating all these things, then we go into the performance management because here we have to enable it. Here we have to map it. Okay. Then after this performance template is being ready, we will try to launch them. Okay. So in the coming class, we will be going and starting the performance management, and we will also go and see if I can able to arrange some XML. So that goal.